In the context of my tax return, I was looking for certain documents and I came across this folder. It was 45 years old and it included all kinds of calculations, drawings, plans in the context of filing in an allowance to be allowed to build the house we're living in right now. Many things had to be thought through. How big is the property? How much are you allowed to build on this property? What's the distance to the next house? What about the height of the house? What about the design? What about the thickness of the walls? What about the ceilings? What about the statics of the house? How do we make sure that a certain amount of wind is not going to blow over the house? All these details had to be filed in just before being allowed to get started with building the house. When I started the business, I got money from the bank, but only after filing in a business plan which states clearly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how I'm going to do it, and proving that I have thought through what I'm about to do. When you drive a car in the traffic, you have to have a driving license. You gotta prove that you learned and you're prepared and capable of interacting with other participants in traffic. When you build a house, sure, you gotta file in, prove that you thought this through. Funny enough, before getting married, no one is really questioning and trying to see if you're ready for this. When you start getting children and raising children, like, who's gonna prepare you to do this and where do you learn that? I'm not even talking about your own life in general. I think it is appropriate for us to have an expectation on ourselves, to have a plan for our lives. What's more important, your business or your life? What is more complex, leading your life or driving car in the traffic? For sure, you want to think through what you're doing. Today, I did a sermon on this very issue. You find a link in the description. It's from the book of Proverbs. It's the collected wisdom of generations of people written down 1000 before Christ. And I find it amazing what this book has to say about planning. And in this sermon, there is a very specific explanation how you can really come up with a plan for your life. So you find the link in the description if you're more interested in that. But my encouragement to you is think about your life and come up with a plan, what you're really up to. Have a great start into this week.